The Lantern and the Storm. A story about hope and resilience. A fierce storm raged through the coastal village of Himari. The wind howled like a wild beast, tearing through the bamboo roofs and shaking the trees until they bent low to the earth. Rain poured in sheets, washing away everything in its path. In a small wooden hut near the edge of the sea, a young boy named Taro sat trembling, clutching a broken lantern. It was the only thing left from his father, who had been lost to the sea a year ago. The waves crashed louder, and lightning split the sky in blinding white. Taro's heart pounded as he whispered to himself, "Father, you said this lantern would guide me through any darkness. But it's broken, just like everything else." Suddenly, a firm knock echoed through the noise. "Taro, it's me, old Rin," a voice shouted from outside. The boy opened the door, and the old fisherman entered, soaked and shivering. His white beard was tangled, and his eyes were full of concern. "Taro, the storm is stronger than any we've had in years. You must come with me to the temple on the hill. It's safer there." Taro shook his head. "I can't leave, Rin. I have to fix this lantern. My father said." Rin sighed and knelt beside him. "Your father was a wise man, but he didn't mean for you to cling to the past. Sometimes, Taro, the light we're searching for isn't in things, it's inside us." The boy looked down, tears mixing with the rain. "But how can I find that light when I feel so afraid?" Rin smiled faintly. "By walking through the storm, not away from it." He took the broken lantern and examined it. "The glass is cracked, the frame bent. But if the flame still burns, the lantern can still shine." He handed it back to Taro. "Come, let's go to the temple. Maybe we can relight it there." Together, they stepped into the raging night. The wind pushed against them like a living thing. The path was slippery, the rain unending. Every step forward felt like a battle. But Rin's words echoed in Taro's heart. "If the flame still burns." Halfway up the hill, the boy stumbled and fell. The lantern slipped from his hands, crashing onto the rocks. The last piece of glass shattered. Taro cried out, his voice lost in the storm. "No, now it's truly gone." Rin helped him up gently. "Look, boy," he said, pointing to the lantern. Though the glass was gone, the tiny flame inside still flickered, defying the wind. Taro's eyes widened. "It's still burning." "Yes," Rin said softly. "Because sometimes, what's broken lets the light shine even brighter." They finally reached the temple. The monks welcomed them in, offering dry robes and warm tea. The storm roared outside, but within those wooden walls, there was calm. One monk, a serene woman named Sister Hina, noticed the small flame in the lantern. She smiled. "You have brought the storm's light with you." Taro looked puzzled. "The storm's light?" She nodded. "A flame that survives the wind becomes stronger. A heart that survives pain becomes wiser." You see, Taro, your father's lantern isn't just an object. It's a reminder. Hope is not something you hold. It's something you keep alive. Her words filled him with warmth. He set the lantern on the temple's altar and watched as its flame reflected softly on the wooden beams. The storm began to quiet, its anger spent. When morning came, the village below was battered but standing. The sky cleared, revealing a new sunrise. Taro and Rin walked down the hill together. Rin said, "You see, boy, storms don't just destroy, they reveal what is strong enough to last." Taro nodded, holding the lantern close. "I understand now. My father's light never left. It was inside me all along." From that day, whenever a storm came, Taro would light the lantern and place it by his window. The villagers said that when they saw its glow in the darkness, they felt calmer, as if the storm could not touch them. Years later, Taro became a fisherman like his father. When his own son asked why he always lit the old lantern before going to sea, Taro smiled and said, "So that no matter how strong the waves, we remember the light inside us never goes out." Moral of the story: life will bring storms, but every storm carries a lesson. What breaks us doesn't define us. What still shines within us does.